The menstrual cycle is one of the most under-discussed issues in a woman's body. Even though it's one of the most important issues, it determines everything: your mood, how you function, your mental status. So how come we rarely discuss this concept? My name is Dr. Green from Dr. Daktari. I'd like for us to discuss the menstrual cycle in deep today, so that you as a woman can be empowered to know the power of your own body, and as a man you can understand your spouse more. Let's tune in. With the issue of menstrual cycle, it's important to start with the basics. You may think everybody knows it, but from someone who works in a hospital, I can tell you for a fact that not everyone knows the menstrual cycle. But we first need to know the hormones involved. We have hormones, 3 hormones that we call sex hormones: estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. Yes, females also have testosterone, but the main players of the menstrual cycle as we know it are estrogen and progesterone. The length of the menstrual cycle is 28 days for most women, although it can be anywhere between 23 to 35 days. So if your menstrual cycle is not 28 days, don't feel like there's something abnormal going on with you. As long as your menstrual cycle is between the ranges that we've mentioned, 23 to 35, you should be okay. Something else we need to know is how to count. So when we tell people the menstrual cycle is 28 days, they ask me, so what is the first day of the cycle? The first day of the cycle is the first day of menstruation. We know what menstruation is. Menstruation is when you start bleeding. So the first day of bleeding for a woman is the first day of the cycle. Okay? So due to the hormones that we just discussed, there will be so many changes that happen in a woman's body that can lead to us being termed titles like moody, annoying. Does she think she's the only one who goes through it? Why is she pretending like she's sick? It's just a normal thing. Well, normal is very relative. Normal for you is not necessarily normal for me. So what are some of the things that can happen during menstruation, which is the first season of the cycle? What should you expect and how should you take it? From day 1 of the cycle to day 5 of the cycle for most people, although it can be anywhere between 3 to 7 days. Those are the days that a woman is going through menstruation. Menstruation, you can say, is like a period of restoration. That's when we see an increase in estrogen. One of the sex hormones is going up, and it's a time where progesterone is very low. So you will notice that a woman is slightly moody, but at least they are talking, they are present. A woman might want to go out from around day 3 to day 7. They'll be more outgoing, and this is because estrogen is making a woman feel a bit more feminine. Okay, she's getting into her feminine energy, but at the same time, with the menstruation and the bleeding comes pain, and for some women it can be extremely painful. So the fact that one lady is not going through any pain or barely any pain does not mean that the one who is saying they're experiencing pain is either faking it or exaggerating. No. Estrogen is present in so many parts of our body, and every part can react differently. So sometimes a woman might experience severe amounts of pain. They can have other symptoms like diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, backache, headache. So all these things can happen during a woman's menstruation. That's why women are usually not in their best shape during menstruation. Not everyone, but some people it can be, especially the first 3 days of menstruation. But from day 3 to day 5 or day 7, depending on the menstrual days of that specific woman, you start noticing a change of behavior into more positive appeal. Okay, so once that season of menstruation, which her body is restoring herself to its original shape, removing or shedding off the uterine layer that was formed to prepare for a child, but since the child did not come, so now you're shedding off, you're bleeding, and you're restoring yourself. Okay, it is good around this time to eat foods that are rich in iron, because we are losing a lot of blood. Okay, then from day 5 to day 12, estrogen has come up more, and a little bit of testosterone is also coming into the picture. So a lady's character changes again. She becomes nice, happy, cheerful, kind, understanding. This is the time of your cycle where you are more inclined to understand, where a woman where a woman is able to deal with conflicts in a more calm manner. She's outgoing, she's understanding, she can handle the hard things in life during this period of between 5 to 12 days, because she's more into her feminine energy, and she's feeling more confident and happy and outgoing. Her mind is more calm. So this is the best period for those complicated topics that you wanted to bring up, or those complicated issues you wanted to deal with but were feeling tired or exhausted, or those hard tasks at work. This is a good time to tackle them. Okay, then right about day 10 to day 15 up to day 17 for some, that's when ovulation comes in. That's the ovulation period. And during ovulation, we see that estrogen is decreasing. And we see testosterone is also coming up, and progesterone, a little bit of progesterone is now coming into the picture. So during this time, a woman changes again. As you can see, a woman's cycle makes her very, very seasonal. So you can call a woman inconsistent, but it's not that she has that character, it's that how we are made. We function differently all the time, and understanding the cycle can help you tap into your power for every stage of your cycle, and it can make your life easier. During the ovulation period, which is, we said, is day 10 to 15, but to be safe, it can range between day 11 to 17. You notice a woman is more inclined to having intercourse, high libido. For those who are using symptothermal methods of contraceptives, you notice more mucus is in their vagina. They can be triggered easily, sexually. And during this time is also the time where a woman is most fertile. So chances of getting pregnant are higher during this period, especially around day 12 to 15. That's when you have high chances of getting pregnant. Okay, so some people call them danger days, some call them fertile days. It depends with where you are in your life. So if you're looking to have a child, day 11 to day 17 are good days to start working on it. But if you are looking to not have a child at the time, you're using calendar as a contraceptive method, these are the days to avoid intercourse. Okay. During this period of ovulation, this you can say it's a season where a woman manifests, or a woman can and it's a creative season, because that's when you're ready to be fertile. If you receive a sperm, you're more likely to produce a baby, or to conceive a baby. So also it's a season where you're more likely to come up with big ideas, those critical things that you've been thinking about. This is the time that you see a breakthrough, something coming up to start a new project. This is the time when you'll notice your brain is coming up with all the creativity, because all the 3 hormones are in play at this time. And then we have day 17. From day 17, progesterone now is the prominent hormone during this time. And progesterone hormone does not like disturbances or aggression. A woman feels like they want to be more calm. This is not a time to push yourself hard. This is a time to stay, and for those who have things they need to focus on, you might find a woman wants to spend a bit of time alone doing those critical thinking things. But at the same time, you can find she's moody or depressed, angry. Some even get sick during this time, especially for the women who push through this period, like especially career women or working women. You can even be stay-at-home moms who do not have help. This is the time when they feel that the world is coming down. This is the time when a lady is more likely to tell you they're experiencing burnout or depression, for those people who are working. So it can be a bit of a tough time. But if you know the things you need to do, you need to relax more. You need to focus on those tasks that may require focus, but not necessarily use too much energy. Otherwise, you might find yourself losing interest in like going out or interacting. You might find you want to be alone more. Okay, but during this time, it's not a good time to start critical. If you have a critical conversation or conflict, this is a bad time to deal with that, because your body is not able to deal with stress at this time, because progesterone doesn't react well to stress, and this is the time where you need progesterone, or progesterone is the main hormone in action. So you need to avoid stress. This is the time when you have high cravings. You've been avoiding maybe sodas or cake or carbs, but this is the time when you feel like you really want them, and it's because of progesterone. Your body is more inclined to eating more, and you're preparing yourself for menstruation. So you'll notice more craving, and you cannot handle stressful situation, but you do well with things that are allowing you to focus more, to be calm. This is the time when a woman notices everything. You might find a woman is saying a lot of things are annoying her, things that have always been there, but now she's noticing them and they're disturbing her. You might find this is the time when somebody does deep cleaning in the house, or she sees the dust that was always there, but now it's bugging her. This is the time that some may call her irritable, but she's just more hyper vigilant or hyperactive. She notices things more, so she needs a calm environment, or that's why we say she can focus more, because those little details that were missing, that's the time when she'll notice, oh, this is the thing that is missing, I need to put it here, so she can focus. And then the cycle starts again. So this is the week prior to period, so again, rest is more important, so that she can prepare herself for period. And you find usually when a woman has rest or is more aware of this period, you find that when the menstruation comes, it comes smoother. So she doesn't struggle as much with menstruation, and even during this period she doesn't struggle as much, because she's doing those tasks that are meant for this season of her life. I sure hope this was helpful, because women suffer a lot. We suffer because we are the ones who are actually going through these seasons. We are the ones who are actually bleeding for all those days. but at the same time we suffer because there is no understanding out there, not just from men but also even our fellow women. We don't understand ourselves, so it's hard for us to understand other people. So I brought this topic so that we can extend compassion to one another. Okay, so there are some countries who even offer menstrual leave, because imagine a person is bleeding for 7 days, they are feeling sick, they're having aches everywhere. They need a more peaceful environment, otherwise they'll be termed as moody or just hard to deal with. Okay, but it's just because of the cycle. This is challenging because women are not meant to push through tasks every single day. So as a woman, since you're more aware of yourself now, you can arrange your tasks based on how your period cycle is. If you need more information, clarification, if you have any question, you can put it on the comments below. I'll definitely check it out and answer any question that you have. If you have more insight that you want to add, we'll take it happily. Thank you.